why don't you find the right people for your life? Why don't people find their tribe? Why don't people create a great friend circle, an amazing social circle that inspires them, that lights them up, that challenges them to grow, that helps connect them with other people and crazy experiences? Why don't we have those friends in our life? And I'm going to share the 2 primary reasons I see why this is the case. And I'm going to add a third bonus one at the end because I know it's going to come out. So before I get started, if you vibe with this channel, if you vibe with me, if this helped you learn something, if it makes you laugh, if it makes you cry, which I don't think it will, but if you get some value from this, all I ask is that you share it. And if you enjoy the channel and you want to see more, just hit the subscribe button and you can get notified, I think, if I post another video. I'm posting these pretty regularly. Every single morning, I just kind of take time to think about what would add value to you guys, and I make a little video and I just kind of riff from my experience, from what I've learned. So here we go. What are the main blocks in attracting your tribe and attracting brotherhood and attracting the guys that you want? Now, I'm speaking in this video to men, and I'm speaking in terms of attracting brotherhood and attracting friendships in men. For me, I care much more about creating friendships with men than I do with women, not because I have anything against women, but because the power of brotherhood for me is so amazing, like it's so obvious. And I like having friends that are dudes. I love having a great, strong circle of men. It's my number one focus. It's more important to me than having friends that are women. So, the 3 main blocks. The first one is being needy. You know, there was a client that I had in the last 8 months, and his main goal was to connect with friends, to make friendships. But when he was talking about it, he had this sort of desperate, needy energy. And I can see how he was blocking himself from creating connection because he was so needy. And I think that whenever we see someone as needy for something, when they feel like they need it, then they don't really have a lot of appeal, because it's like, dude, chill out. Like, you know, like why you feel you need me so much? You know, like it's almost as if it's like a little kid trying to get a father. It's like a little kid's like needy for daddy's energy. And that's not really attractive to a lot of men. And think about for yourself, if you can think of anyone who's just like super needy for attention, super needy to like be connected, always sends you texts or something like that. It's kind of annoying. And it's like, dude, like I'm not here to fill your needs. Like you need to go fill your needs by yourself, you know? And these people are often the people that don't have their cups filled up themselves. And so they look for other people to make themselves feel good. They rely on other people to feel good. They're needy for attention. Now, this is no knock to anyone who wants a friendship. It's okay to even really want brothers in your life. It's okay, because I do, and it's a great thing. But if you go out in the world and you're needy for it, it's going to actually push people away, especially high-quality men. My men's coach that I had a year and a half ago or so in Bali, he was telling me about how there's often these younger guys who are looking for father figures, and they're really needy for that father energy. And it's very unattractive to older men. So if you want to attract quality older men and men that are of high value and high status, then being needy is not the way to go. So that's the first main block to connecting with brothers. The second is that you think it's going to be instant. It's not going to be instant. You will not create these connections instantly. You might have a great relationship to start. You might build some rapport, and you might build some connection in a fast way, in an instant way. But a deep connection, you know, I think these things can take time. And I think also normal people, average people we can call it. I don't really like using that word because it almost sounds like I'm judging. But average people, average friendships, those are easy to find. But having high quality brothers who push you, who keep you accountable, who are focused in their life, who have a mission, who are intelligent, who have resources and networks, these are more high value people because they've done more, they've achieved more, they've done more inner work. And this is more rare, right? Most people don't do this inner work because it's hard, because it's uncomfortable. Most people, especially in this society, stay comfortable and therefore don't grow. And also, a lot of men aren't super connected to themselves. They haven't done the inner emotional work to be fun to be around. A lot of guys like are afraid to be themselves, or they're just kind of like boring, or they're kind of, they're just afraid to be themselves, or the conversation isn't stimulating or interesting. They have this mask covering up their true gift because it's a protection mechanism they learn to not get hurt. And so to find really great men, I think it just takes time. It takes nurturing relationships. It takes, you know, adding value to them. It just takes time. And what I've learned is that I've met a lot of guys over the last couple of years especially. And as I'm setting my sights on and increasing my standards for the quality of friends, I realize, like, for me to attract high quality men, I have to be high quality. And that's the third thing that I want you to think about when you attract brotherhood, is you have to become more valuable to attract higher value men. Because think about yourself. Do you really want to spend time with somebody who's 5 years behind you in the journey? Or say you really like health and exercise and things of that nature, and this person doesn't give a fuck, they just drink and party, smoke weed all the time. Do you really want to spend time with them often? Do you really want to have great conversations with them often? So my point in saying this is I think we expect it to be instant, and I think we expect it to kind of just we are entitled to having amazing relationships. Well, no, we actually have to earn it. We deserve to have great relationships, we deserve it, but we still have to earn it if you get that difference. You have to become high value. Think about someone that you really look up to, like a mentor or a role model. Somebody who maybe wrote a book that you really love. Well, if you want to be friends with that person, you better be valuable enough so that they get value too. Why would somebody just hang out with you if it's not valuable to them? It's you're not entitled to their friendship. They have shit that they got to do. They have goals in their life. They have achievements, and they only have so much energy. And why do you get to have that if you haven't earned it? You know what I'm saying? So those are the three things. So keep them in mind: is don't be too needy. It's okay to want, but don't be needy. Number two, it's not going to be instant. It very likely is not going to be instant. You might have an instant connection, but to create the actual relationship likely is not going to be instant. And the third thing is become more valuable yourself so that you can be seen as more valuable by these other guys. And I promise you, when you do, people are going to start becoming attracted to you. That's what I've noticed for myself is connections. Just yesterday, I met a new guy at the calisthenics park doing pull-ups and shit. And there we go. We already have a common interest. I'm able to speak with some level of confidence and curiosity and ask some questions. Seems like a cool guy, and there's a connection that's made. And you're going to start to make lots of these connections. The less you are needy for it, and the more you just focus on increasing your own value and just, kind of letting it happen. If you see someone that interests you, go up and approach them. If you see someone that's doing something you like, ask them how they do it, I think there can be this needy, intense energy. It's just chill, you're valuable, become more valuable. And you're going to find those other dudes that are valuable as well. So I hope that makes sense. That's what I got for you in this video. I think it's more than enough to apply in your life and some frameworks and perspectives to give you some direction with this. So if you enjoyed this video, give it a like, give a comment. If something was interesting to you, if you would like to see some specific video in the future. And as always, if you vibe, subscribe. And until next time, my friend, live a life that's true to you.